A woman walks up to a machine, slides in a crisp $100 bill, and starts hitting the button. 30 minutes later, she's staring at a black screen, completely clueless about where her entire bankroll just vanished to. I see this nightmare every single day, and here is the ugly truth the floor managers pray you never figure out. It wasn't just bad luck. She fell for 7 specific traps that are designed to clean you out. Before you walk back into a casino, you need to understand the psychological games they are playing with your wallet and the simple fixes that can flip the script. I've been on the inside. I've watched thousands of players light their money on fire making the same stupid mistakes. The good news? You can fix every single one of them today. I'm going to show you the 7 traps the house uses to drain you. And I'm curious, drop a comment below. What's the biggest loss you've ever taken in a single night? Let's see if we can prevent that from happening again. Mistake number 1, the rent trap, RTP. Picture this. You walk onto the floor, lights flashing, bells ringing. Every machine looks basically the same, right? Wrong. Here is what the casual tourists don't know. Every machine has a secret price tag hidden in the code. It's called RTP, Return to Player, but I want you to think of it as the rent you pay just to sit in the chair. Some machines charge high rent, some charge low rent. The greedy machines are set at 85%. The fair machines are set at 95%. Here's the math in plain English. On the greedy machine, for every $100 you bet, the rent costs you $15. On the fair machine, the rent is only $5. That is a massive difference. You are literally paying 3 times more just to play the game solely because you sat in the wrong chair. But the casino isn't going to put a sticker on the glass saying, hey, this machine is a ripoff. They want you to guess, or better yet, they want you to not care. Look at Angela. She's a once-a-year player. She loves the flashy penny slots right by the front door, big screens, loud movie themes. Over a year, Angela feeds about $5,000 through those games. The math says those entrance slots are usually tourist traps running at 87–89%. Angela lost about $600 that year. If she had walked 30 feet deeper into the casino and played the boring-looking quarter slots, which usually run at 93–94%, she would have only lost $300. She literally threw away hundreds of dollars just because she didn't know the rent was too high. The denomination secret. Here's a rule of thumb from the technicians. Penny slots are for suckers. I know that sounds harsh, but it's the reality. A dollar slot almost always pays back 4–7% better than a penny slot. Why? Because on a penny slot, the casino needs a bigger edge to make a profit. On a dollar slot, they can afford to be generous. The fix? Next time, spend 5 minutes scouting. Don't sit at the first shiny box you see. Look for higher denominations. A dollar machine where you bet $1 a spin is going to bleed you way slower than a penny machine where you bet 60 cents. Mistake number 2, leaving free cash on the floor. This one drives me insane. Insider reports say 30–40% of you aren't using a player's club card, and half the people who have the card forget to put it in. You are literally throwing away free money. Here's the deal. The casino rewards you based on volume. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. It only matters how much cash you cycle through the gears. If you play dollar slots for 4 hours betting $2 a spin, you've cycled $4,000. Even at a terrible reward rate, the casino owes you about $12–28 in comps, free play, food, rooms. Now, I hear the conspiracy theorists already, but sticking the card in makes the machine tight. Stop. That is a myth. The machine doesn't care who you are. The random number generator, RNG, is completely separate from the card reader. It's like saying your car drives slower because you have a wallet in your pocket. It's not connected. Take Deborah. She refused to use a card for 18 months because she was superstitious. She cycled $5,400 through the machines. She missed out on $220 in rewards and never got the free play offers in the mail. She basically worked a shift and told the boss, "No thanks, keep the paycheck." Don't be Deborah. The fix? Get the card. It takes 3 minutes. Put it in every single time and check your points. Don't let them expire. Mistake number 3, the death spiral, going broke in 45 minutes. This is the #1 reason people leave the casino wanting to punch a wall. No plan equals disaster. You walk in with $250. You sit down and start betting $3 or $5 a spin. 45 minutes later, you're dusted. You tell your friends, man, I had terrible luck. No, you didn't. You had terrible math. You were betting way too big for your bankroll. You hit the death spiral. You caught a tiny bonus, got pumped up, kept betting huge, and gave it all back before you could blink. Here is the 1% rule that saves lives. Never bet more than 1% of your total bankroll on one spin. Got $200? Max bet is $2. Got $100? Max bet is $1. This buys you the most valuable thing in a casino: time. With $200 betting $2, you can survive 100 dead spins. That gives you a fighting chance to hit a bonus. If you bet $5, you're dead in 40 spins if the machine goes cold. The fix? Break your money up. If you bring $300, put it in 3 separate pockets of $100. Lose the first 100, walk away, take a break, clear your head. If you win, pocket the original 100 and play with the house's money. This stops you from torching your whole paycheck in one bad hour. Mistake number 4, the desperation bet: chasing. This is how a bad night turns into a life-ruining night. You're down $60. It hurts. You think, I just need to get back to even. An hour later, you're down $180. Now you're sweating. You think, I can't leave now. I've put too much in. It has to pay. Newsflash, the machine doesn't owe you a dime. It doesn't know you're down. It doesn't care about your rent money. This is the I'm committed trap. The casino knows that once you're down, you'll fight to get back to zero. But the money is gone. Burning more money won't bring the old money back. We saw this with Jennifer. She lost her $175 budget. Instead of quitting, she did the walk of shame to the ATM, withdrew another $200, chased her losses for 2 hours, ended up down $375. She turned a cheap night of entertainment into a financial crisis because she couldn't swallow her pride. The fix? Leave the debit card in the car. Seriously, if you physically can't get more cash, you can't chase. Set a loss limit, say $120, and if you hit it, you leave. Period. Mistake number 5, worshiping myths. Gamblers love fairy tales. That machine is hot. That machine is cold. If I play on Tuesday at 4 a.m., the slots are loose. Let's be real. It's all noise. Every spin is a random event decided by a microchip. The machine has no memory. It doesn't know it just paid a jackpot. It doesn't know it hasn't paid in 3 days. And stop trying to time the spin button. The second you press that button, the result is locked in. The spinning reels? That's just a movie to keep you entertained. It's theater. Mistake number 6, rage betting, or tilt. We see this constantly. You lose 5 spins in a row. You get frustrated. You start hitting the button harder. You raise your bet to punish the machine. You are on tilt. When you are angry, you aren't gambling. You're setting money on fire. Look at Marcus. He came in after a bad day at work, already stressed. He started losing and snapped. He hit the ATM 3 times, draining $730 in a blind rage. A week later, he came back in a good mood, played the same games, and won $95. Your headspace matters. If you are angry, tired, or depressed, you will make stupid bets. The fix? The 5-minute reset. The second you feel the anger rising, stop. Stand up. Go outside. Get some air. Ask yourself, am I having fun or am I just trying to fight the machine? If you aren't having fun, go home. You've already lost. Mistake number 7, the clone trap. Pay tables. Most people have no clue this exists. You can have 2 machines sitting side by side. Same game, same graphics, same name. But one is a generous version and the other is a clone designed to rip you off. Manufacturers make different math models for the same game. You could be playing Buffalo at 87% while the guy next to you is playing it at 92%. How do you know? You have to look. It's obvious in video poker. Look at this comparison. See that? The machine on the left pays 9 coins for a full house. The one on the right pays 8. That tiny difference means the machine on the right is keeping way more of your money. It's a 2.2% difference in the house edge. That is massive. Teresa played the wrong version of Wheel of Fortune for 3 years just because she liked the seat near the bathroom. She lost an extra $800 compared to the machine 40 feet away. The fix? Press the Help button. Look at the numbers. Compare two machines. If one pays more for a flush or a full house, play that one. Don't be lazy with your money. The bottom line? If you fix these 7 things, the casino stops being a money pit and starts being actual entertainment. Check the rent, or RTP. Take the free money, club card. Don't bet over 1% of your roll. Never chase a loss. Ignore the myths. Don't play angry. Check the pay tables. The house always has an edge. That's how they keep the lights on. But you don't have to hand them your wallet. Play smart, stay disciplined, and make them sweat a little bit. Which one of these mistakes are you guilty of? Be honest in the comments. And if you want to know the exact slot machines I avoid like the plague, make sure you smash that subscribe button because I'm covering that in the next video. Good luck out there.